Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be an unboxing of my vintage Dooney and Bourke Gladstone bag. Yeah, today I'll be unboxing my vintage Dooney and Bourke Gladstone bag, you guys, and I'm so excited about this unboxing. So let's go ahead, let's jump right in. If you like unboxings, bag reveals, bag comparisons, then come on aboard, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started with this unboxing. So yeah, you guys, here is the vintage Dooney and Bourke Gladstone bag. I ordered this bag and I just received it in the mail. It's a true unboxing, you guys. So that's, you can see all I did was open the top of the bag, the top of the box, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. You guys, I have to admit I'm a little bit nervous about this unboxing. I guess the reason I'm a little bit nervous is because buying new online, you still have to kind of sometimes be a little bit nervous and hope that the bag comes undamaged with no problems, you know, this and that. But buying pre-loved or pre-owned and buying a vintage bag online, you really have to keep your fingers crossed because you're like, I hope everything works out. I hope it really is as good as the photos, because you know you're shopping online, you're only looking at photos and it's a used pre-loved vintage item. It's not a spanking brand new item. So you really have to keep your fingers crossed, you guys. I'm just really hoping. This beauty, this Gladstone bag, you guys, I've really been on a vintage Dooney and Bourke kick, you guys, and I love the vintage, you know I love vintage bags. I love vintage Coach, vintage Louis Vuitton, and I'm just wetting my whistle, just kind of getting started with vintage Dooney and Bourke. I've been able to acquire a few, and this one I fell in love with it and I decided to go ahead and purchase this one. You know, some of them I was lucky and I was able to acquire them, but this one I said let me go ahead and purchase it. And the ones that I acquired, you know, you're going to get them, they're going to be in in kind of used shape, and you just have to love them for the shape that they're in. But this one, since I purchased it, I wanted to go ahead and get the best condition that I could get. So the seller did a really good job of wrapping her up, and I'm going to cover my name up because she was so nice to include a card. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that part up, but you can see she wrapped it very nicely with a card. And let me see if I can get this out. Okay. So, okay, get some of this out the way. Okay, so this is the way she has it wrapped up. Remove this out the way. Thanks for sticking it out with me, you guys. And I know I have some scissors here somewhere. I know I have some scissors here. Okay, here they are. I was about to say. Okay, so let me go ahead and open this up. I'm just going to rip into this and take that part out. And I know this looks like newspaper, you guys, but it's not newspaper that she wrapped it with. Because I know at first I was like, did she wrap it in newspaper? Because I was like, you know, newspaper leaves a print. Of course, it has ink. Old-fashioned newspaper leaves a print mark. It can leave a print mark on vernis, Louis Vuitton leather. It's like a receipt. That's like the devil to a bag. You never want to have print near a bag, near a leather bag. But this is not real newspaper. This is tissue paper with simulated newspaper writing on it. So we're safe. We're safe. But this is what it looks like. Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and look at the card that she enclosed with it. And look at that. The simple touches are so nice when you find a seller that that does that. And she didn't have my full name on it. She just put thank you on here. It's so nice when you find a seller that does the simple touches. So let me go ahead and, all right, open this card and let's see what she said in here. So this is what the card looks like that she enclosed with it. And oh my goodness, look at what all she wrote, you guys. I'm not gonna I have to read this. I'm gonna read that off camera, but that's really nice of her. That really means a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and read that off camera. If not, we'll be here for a very long time. And then she printed out a copy of my receipt, which was so nice. And then what else is in here? A copy of the bag, and she printed out, this is so nice, she printed out a copy of the vintage Gladstone, the vintage Dooney and Bourke Gladstone bag, you guys, out of a catalog, out of her vintage Dooney and Bourke catalog, you guys. That was really nice of her to send that with the bag. And like I said, for this particular one, here it is again, 2 pages of it. That was so nice of her. And she's putting an arrow there, so I guess that's the one that I have, the larger size, not the smaller size. I purchased the larger size because I like larger bags. But, you know, like I said, for some bags, it's okay to just go ahead and acquire them. But with this one, I wanted one in good shape, and I didn't want to have to do it again. So I said, let me just go ahead and get one that I'm going to really, really like. And this is what she put on the bag. Again, some butterflies wrapped so, so nicely. Makes me feel like it's my birthday or like it's Christmas, you guys. So let me go ahead and open this up. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the string off. And then, I hate to mess up these little butterflies, they're so cute. Okay, and then when I take out that tissue paper that had the newspaper writing, it's in more tissue paper. We're getting there, you guys. So this is what my beauty is gonna look like. And yeah, you know, like I said, as I acquired some of the vintage older Dooney and Bourke bags, I really wanted, I said for the Gladstone, you know, if you know that style and you've seen the picture, you know it's kind of like a satchel, like a Speedy or something. And I said I want a really nice one if I get it. Whoa, I did not know that the large one was this big, but to get one in this beautiful vintage condition, oh, she is a stunner, you guys. She is really a stunner. So this is how she had her wrapped. And here she is, my beauty, my vintage Dooney and Bourke Gladstone bag, you guys. I am so happy with this beauty. Let me go ahead and finish unwrapping her. And this is a heavy size bag. You guys know I love red. You know, gotta say it again. You guys know I love red. You know red is my favorite color. Love black and red. But what I wanted to say was the medium Florentine satchel, due to the fact that, you know, we all love the medium Florentine satchel. She even had the little tassel wrapped, you guys. Due to the fact that we all love the medium Florentine satchel, I just figured this bag would be right up my alley as well. Okay, so here she is. And this is what she looks like fully unwrapped. She's so beautiful. She is such a beautiful vintage Dooney and Bourke bag. In great condition. She still has her lock that says Dooney and Bourke. How rare and hard to find is that, you guys. And she has the clochette with the keys for the lock. And she has the vintage Dooney and Bourke key fob, or not key fob, you know, dangle charm. And it's the older one for Dooney and Bourke. And the reason I like I said, I wanted to get one in good shape is because I wanted her to look like a modern bag. Even though she's a vintage bag, I didn't want to wear her. I like for the vintage Coach bags and the vintage Dooney and Bourke bags, when you wear them, you know, I still like to look up to date and modern. I don't want to look like, oh, you know, I'm wearing an old-fashioned bag. So even though I love the vintage bags, it's important to get them in excellent good condition so that you can rock them. You know, you could switch them in and out with your regular rotation of bags and they still look modern. You know, they don't look dated or old. So this is what she looks like right here. And you see her, that's the way the strap is offset to the side. The leather on this bag is gorgeous. And the duck on this bag is absolutely pretty. She's really pretty. Look at this leather at the top, you guys. Leather is just beautiful. That leather for a vintage bag, oh my gosh, so, so pretty. Yeah, she's a really, really nice one. So let's go ahead and take a look at her on the inside. So I have the zip. I'm going to unzip her this way right here with the zip. She's so beautiful. I'm so happy with her. I'm so pleased, you guys. I'm glad this purchase worked out. And she's like a doctor's bag or a satchel. And look, she put more butterflies in there. When I open her up, that's probably her strap she has wrapped up in there. Oh, yeah, I think this is her strap that she had wrapped up in this little package. And then there's more stuffing in here. But wait, this is the strap. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, so this longer one is the strap. And here is her strap, you guys. So this is her vintage strap. Very beautiful, in great shape. That's her strap. And her strap says Dooney and Bourke. Right, I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, but her strap says Dooney and Bourke in the little rivet. It says Dooney and Bourke right there in the little rivet. So that makes me think what's in here, because there's something in this, and I thought maybe is this a part of the strap? She sent me a free gift. She sent me a free gift. That is so sweet. Oh my God, look at how pretty. She didn't tell me that a vintage Dooney and Bourke coin purse was gonna come with this. She did not tell me that, you guys. I was not expecting this little treat, and she matched it up that it's red. That was so sweet of her. And this is a vintage Dooney and Bourke coin purse. Oh my gosh, look at the interior of that. This is so darling. You could see that it's vintage. You could see from, the little bit of wear. It's not like a new coin purse. It's a vintage coin purse. I really appreciate her doing that, because, I mean, even the little coin purses go for a good amount of money. So the fact, I guess she said, you know what? She went ahead and got this bag. Let me just go ahead and include that for her. I was wondering, because that was so small. The thing that the strap was wrapped in was so large. So that little coin purse little gift was so small. I was wondering what that was. Anything else in here? Now I'm looking for more gifts on the inside. But no, this is just regular wrapping. Oh my God, I really feel, I mean, I treated myself to this, but you guys, I'm like, it really makes me feel like it's my birthday or Christmas, the fact that she included something so sweet and extra and nice. Okay, now we're done. So this is what the interior looks like. This is what the interior looks like. That's the interior, and look at how pretty and beautiful in there. The leather is so clean, no problems, no odors, no, perfect, fine, good. And it has I'm gonna come back and do a review of this bag, but it does have the pockets along the side, and then it's a leather interior. It's like a doctor's bag. It's like a Speedy. It's like a Speedy, but it's just such a nice bag, this Gladstone. And look at the handles. The handles don't have any wear, you guys. It's like this is a new bag, you guys, and it's vintage. It's been around for so many years. And the fact that she included the little key case with it just makes it even that much more a cute, nice deal, you guys. That is so pretty. This bag is so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm sorry to keep going on and on, but I'm really in love with her, and it's gonna be, she's a nice piece of history, a nice time capsule, and a nice piece of history, you guys. I'm absolutely in love with this vintage Dooney and Bourke Gladstone. I'm so happy that I was able to add her into my collection, and you can see her feet and her corners. She doesn't have any wear on her corners. Not a lot of wear at all. Not hardly anywhere. This bag could be a new bag from like the store, you guys. From TJ Maxx, or from I Love Dooney, or from the Dooney and Bourke website, from the Dooney and Bourke outlet. And I'm gonna go ahead and have to, at some point, take measurements with her against my medium Florentine satchel. But like I said, I'm so happy to add this beauty into my collection. Thank you for sticking it out with me for yet another video while I gushed and while I was so happy about this new little piece in my collection, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon in another video.